Hey, Egg Nation, we're here in Ward 3 with Dave Loken at Beaumaris Lake. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
How are you doing?
Great.
Yeah. So, Dave Loken, you've been around for some time.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people know your name, but a lot of our viewers may not be that into politics yet. So,
Sure,
how about you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm born and raised in this area here. This was actually my playground in my youth. I used to ride my bike around here, walk around here with my friends. Didn't get in any trouble, which was good. So very familiar with this part of town, and this is actually a significant piece of infrastructure here that I intend to fix up in the coming years.
For sure.
Been on council since 2010, so I'm seeking my third term.
Okay, so you've probably done quite a bit in the past as well, and you have some plans for the future. How about you let our viewers know what those are and those things that you've accomplished? Well,
part of the future is the Beaumaris Lake Rehabilitation Project, which is going to be a phased-in project in the neighborhood of $42 million. We're going to fix some of the aesthetics. We're going to fix the pipes underground. We did several consultation sessions about this, and the consensus was that people don't want to see a lot of the look of it change, so we're not going to change the look of it too much, but we're just going to kind of spruce it up a bit, replace some of the faulty concrete, those kinds of things. So I also have the Londonderry Sports Fields project in the hopper for next year, which will build brand new sports fields, tennis courts, basketball courts, a park, and a football stadium for junior football in Edmonton. Some of my past accomplishments, I've been part of 3 playground park projects in the ward in the last 7 years. Supported those wholeheartedly. They're all but one are open. One is going to be opened actually right away. So some very good infrastructure for the communities and fun for our kids. Also the Castle Downs Pavilion, which I was part of supporting for funding, and that was completed, and it's a meeting place for the community. Northwest Police Campus, which is going to be complete in the fall of 2018. I was also instrumental in lobbying for that and supporting council in building that. So those are a few of the things that are coming. LRT is something that's very much on the mind of Ward 3 people. Always has been since 2010. In the interim, I'm proposing a express bus bridge that we can build over from the Blatchford Field down 113A Street, run a bus line only, an express bus, which will greatly improve transit. I'm hearing a lot, and I've known this as well. Transit is a big concern out here, and it's not good. Transit needs a big fix out here. So that is going to be one of my #1 priorities, along with this lake in the coming term.
Awesome. So so I guess those are some of the bigger issues in Ward 3 and the city at large as well.
Right.
Helping with transportation, a lot of people have been talking about that, and so I guess moving forward, Yeg Nation, we're trying to get young people out to vote.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. October 16th, guys, go out and vote.
Vote. Yeah.
So what have you done in the past, and what are you doing in the future to try and engage the youth and get them out to vote and get them involved with the city?
Well, as a father of 4 boys of various ages, they've all been involved in every one of my campaigns since 2004. They've got their friends involved. On this particular campaign, we have a lot more youth involved than we ever have before. And it's important because people, especially as you're growing up, you should be aware of the issues. You should be engaged in the issues. This is your city. This is your future. And the youth are our future. The decisions we make at council aren't for me today. They're not for us today necessarily. We have to look 25, 50, 100 years out. So, as a young person, what kind of city do you want? And we provide a platform, I think, of not only past accomplishments, but we provide a platform of vision in a city and a community and communities that are going to provide the things that I'm hearing that youth want. So it's great to have young people around the campaign. They keep guys like me young. And they make it a lot more fun, and very good thinkers and creativity and things that I don't think about. I grew up in a different era. Today's world's a lot different, so to keep plugged into today's world, it's very important to have youth engaging and working, and also my sons keep me pretty well informed of what their friends are saying and the kind of city they want to see. So it's very important.
Yeah, for sure. And you heard it here first. It's so important. Get out there. So also, one of the things that we want to see in council is that we want to see more cultural diversity and gender diversity on council and in the community at large, of people getting involved with municipal politics and the community. So again, because you have a lot of history, so what have you done in the past and what are you doing to keep that fresh, keep that going?
Well, I'm working with all of our, I'm going to call them different communities in the immediate area of Ward 3 and of course in the city. But what we really need to do is act and think as one community as much as we can. It shouldn't matter what color you are, what religion you are. This is our community. So let's be one community. And with the recent terrorist attack in our downtown, that has really come to the surface. And so I have been in constant touch with many of those groups, Muslim groups, Somali groups in particular, and how we can support them and how we can better deal with these kinds of things, because these are acts of one crazed individual. It usually has nothing to do with their religion or the color of their skin. They just happen to be compromised individuals. So we want to get away from this pointing fingers and those kinds of things, and we want to work together and work towards being one community, because we're all in this community together, so we have to work together. And part of that is understanding each other and sitting down with each other and putting some of our biases aside. And and I found in my years in life, period, whether I was on council or not, relationship building is the key to everything. It helps you understand things better, it helps you connect with people better, and I think it helps you do the work of the community a lot better. So
yeah, connecting with Edmontonians, that's how you get to know what they want, right?
Absolutely. Door knocking especially. I wish as a councillor I had more time to be out there door knocking. I'd be door knocking all the time, but we don't. So we get out at election time and we really find out what the issues are. And so it's a great, there's nothing better than connecting with the voter one-on-one.
For sure, and that's what we're trying to do here as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess to wrap up a little bit, if you want to say anything to our viewers on YouTube, the guys who are on Facebook and, all our social media, it was mostly, we're trying to get out to young guys. So, tell them some last words about what you have to say about this year's election.
Well, check out our platform. Young people are usually online all over the place, so we got plenty of information out there. And no matter who you vote for, vote. Exercise your right to vote. It's very important. We take it for granted sometimes, but we are in a very good position in this city and in this country when you look at the things that are going on around the world. So engage, become part of the community. Even after the election, get involved in things. There's lots of volunteer groups out there. There's lots of great community things going on. It's your community, embrace it, engage with it, and I look forward to meeting as many youth or people as I can and listening to what people have to say. So.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you. We're here again at Beaumaris Lake in Ward 3. Don't forget, October 16th, get out and vote. Right now there's advanced voting until the 13th. Do you know where that is?
Yes, Evansdale Hall in Ward 3, and that's running until October 13th from 1 to 7 p.m.
All right. Are there any more, debates or ward forums going on, or are they all done?
They're all done. We don't have anything else in the schedule, so we have 10 days to go. So.
Well, you can still email him, give him a call, whatever. You can talk to their campaign. It was a pleasure meeting you, Dave.
Yeah.
All right, Yeg Nation, we'll see you later.
Vote Loken in Ward 3.
There you go.